Today is Monday, February 17th, and I'm just wondering about Micah Parsons' call for the Dallas Cowboys to be much more aggressive this offseason, and one way off the wall idea where they could be aggressive.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Eyeing retirement? Let us show you how to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design and risk management with income-generating investments designed to accelerate your financial independence. Let us develop an effective portfolio strategy that works for you so you can retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Fluent Financial can also implement a program that allows business owners to install a cash balance plan, which is designed to help drastically reduce income tax payments. You've worked hard to become successful. Let us develop an effective portfolio strategy that works for you. Learn more today about Fluent Financial. Retire sooner, better lifestyle. For more information or to schedule a meeting, visit fluentfinancial.com. or call 972-852-4800.
Micah Parsons joined C.D. Lamb in calling for more aggressiveness from the Cowboys this offseason. They want the Cowboys to sign free agent players and keep their own, like defensive tackle Osa Odigizua and some others. And you know what? I agree with them. I'd love to do that. The problem is, players generally don't understand the nuts and bolts about the way the salary cap works. And that's not a criticism of them. Fans, I don't think understand it. Press, I don't think we understand fully all the things that go into salary cap decisions. But I can tell you some people who do. And they know how it works. Philadelphia Eagles GM Howie Roseman, the Kansas City GM, the Baltimore general manager, the Buffalo general manager, and it looks like Detroit has figured it out also. They get contract deals done early, maybe even as much as 2 years before the clock starts ticking on finalizing such details. And they are not afraid to let some of their own big-name free agents, talented players, leave for the sake of making the overall team better. The fans join Micah Parsons and C.D. Lamb because they, too, are sick of the non-aggressiveness we saw last offseason. Dallas simply didn't have the money to do that. And by the time Dak got the contracts, or rather the Cowboys got the contracts of Dak and C.D. Lamb done, it was time to start the season. And Dallas has warned. They again don't have much money this offseason to be terribly aggressive in free agency, much less keep their own. All of the result of the way Dallas has been doing business the last few years has now come to pass on this club. Overpaying players because they just can't bear to see them leave. Kicking the contract can down the road until eventually they must pay. And that's what's happened last season and maybe again this offseason. All that resetting of the salary cap will take a year or two. And then overpayment is the result of then the Cowboys having let solid players found in the middle rounds of the draft by their scouting department. They have to let them go because of how much they're paying Dak and C.D. Lamb and soon Micah Parsons. Tony Pollard, Dalton Schultz, Tyler Biadasz, Connor McGovern, Durance Armstrong, and now, maybe this year, Osa Odigizua, Chauncey Golston, Eric Dowdle, perhaps even Jordan Lewis. And what about next year? Will the Cowboys have the money to pay 2022 draft choices, second rounder Sam Williams, 4th rounder Jake Ferguson, 5th rounder DeRon Bland. All their contracts are due, or they'll become free agents. But now to that idea. I know what I'm about to say is radical, but please stop and consider. Parsons, Lamb, Cowboy fans would love to find a way to get star Browns defensive end Myles Garrett here. Now, he's asked to be traded. He says he wants to play in Super Bowls. Well, Myles, you might check the record here the last 29 years. But all that aside. And he's depressed at what's gone on in his 8 years in Cleveland. And you know what? I would be too. So, how about this idea? Trade Micah Parsons for Myles Garrett. Oh, I know automatically you're reminded of the Luka Doncic trade and how much you hated that. But Garrett will make close to $20 million this year, and he wants an extension. Parsons is due $24 million this year, and he wants a new long-term contract at huge money. Now, will the Garrett contracts and the Parsons contracts maybe be fairly close to each other? Maybe. But I would assume Parsons will be more by a few $1 million. Now, realize that Garrett is 3.5 years older than Parsons. He had 14 sacks this year, second in the league. It's his 5th straight season with 12 sacks or more. And only one man in NFL history has done that. Lawrence Taylor, the Hall of Fame player from the New York Giants. Because of the age difference between Garrett and Parsons, you must see the 2025 Infiniti QX80. It redefines luxury with cutting-edge technology and unparalleled convenience. From the dual 14.3-inch infotainment screens with Google built in to the advanced driver assist systems, every detail is designed to enhance your driving experience. The 2025 Infiniti models come with 3 years of Infiniti Premium Care maintenance included. Crest Infiniti also gives top dollars for trades. Just bring it in and see what you can get. Experience ultimate luxury in the 2025 QX80. There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest off Highway 121 on the tollway in Frisco. What do you want from your favorite restaurant? Fantastic personal service, a cheery, welcoming, spotless atmosphere, and great food. The primest of beef, wagyu and lamb, incredibly fresh seafood, lobster, salmon, shrimp. Hall of Fame food from a Hall of Fame restaurant. 2 locations of Bob's Steak and Chop House, the original Bob's on Lemon Avenue, and the gorgeous new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney. Consider this. Would it be controversial? Yes. Would we create a bit of salary cap room? Yes. Would we get some needed draft capital? Yes. Would we bypass the possibility of an angry negotiation with Micah Parsons? Yes. Why would Cleveland do it? They would start over with a young player who is himself a defensive star. At 29, Garrett has, I would guess, 5 more years, 6 more years of really high-level play in the National Football League. And those are the years of Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, the years they want to contend right now. It would also signal that the Cowboys are willing to be ultra-aggressive and change the way they've done business. The way they've done business for far, far too long.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle. And by Crest Cars.
There's good, there's better, and then there's Crest.
And by Bob's Steak and Chop House.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. If you enjoyed what you heard, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will be delivered to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you know someone who might enjoy our work, please share it with them. I'm Norm Hitzges, and I'm always just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'm just